It's Wednesday, so you know what time it is, Kay?
Which Guy Wednesday?
Beautiful. Here's how it works. We ask you guys on Twitter to tweet us 2 players at the same position in your fantasy lineup. You have to debate who you want to start.
Right.
And Kay is going to solve all the mysteries.
Last week of bye weeks, bud.
This is the last week of bye weeks.
Home stretch. Let's get to those playoffs.
Our national nightmare's almost over. We get our teams back. But first, let's go to the tweets. And we got so many great submissions yesterday. Let's get the first one here.
Okay.
Chuck Spangler.
What up, Chuck?
Very simple. 2 quarterbacks who were rookies last year and enjoying good second seasons. Dak or Goff?
We have what, like 700 Which Guy Wednesday submissions, something like that. Everybody's either asking about Dak Prescott or Goff. They don't know, they don't feel confident. I wouldn't feel confident in Dak Prescott, but I do think that while he may not be throwing as much or successfully, he's going to run and has a higher floor than Jared Goff in a really tough matchup. Jared Goff's been great, but when you put him against the Seahawks and you put him against a tougher defense, he does not have the numbers, and I don't think he's going to have much success taking his team on the road against Minnesota, the first of a lot of tough matchups, Shriggs.
I'm very curious to see how Goff reacts to that first couple hits in that building, that U.S. Bank Stadium. It is loud, it is raucous. I would go with Dak as well. So
the Vikings have allowed 4 passing touchdowns in 7 games. Really think about that. They don't allow touchdowns to quarterbacks. They've played good quarterbacks. I would not play him. I'd play Dak. He's still a top 5 fantasy quarterback. He's been all season. Play Dak.
Go with Dak. Let's go. Next one here. Justin Francis tweets, should I stay with the hot juju? Or, nope, this is Ryan Kennedy. The hot juju? Tevin Coleman or Chris Thompson? We'll get back to that, guys. Too.
Okay.
This is a good one. Tevin Coleman or Chris Thompson?
I understand wanting to play Chris Thompson, and I feel like I never like to play Chris Thompson because I feel like the volume isn't there, but now Rob Kelly's on my R. You'd think they'd give him the ball. I just don't trust that this offense wants to give him the ball 20 times a game. Tevin Coleman, Devonta Freeman's not playing. Tevin Coleman, he has splash plays. He has the workload. He carried the ball 20 times when Freeman left the game last week. Tevin Coleman will probably be a running back 1, he could be a top 10 running back this week, so definitely play him. Tough matchup, Monday night against the Seahawks, I get it, but I'd still go in the favor of Coleman. And don't pretend the Saints are easy. They're the 7th toughest against running backs.
You know, Devonta Freeman's the highest paid running back in football, but I am all over Falcons Twitter. I see the message boards. There's a large contingent of Falcons fans throughout the last few weeks who've been saying, can we see more Tevin Coleman?
But we've been saying all season.
Can we see more Tevin Coleman? You're going to get your Tevin Coleman here. I think you have to start Tevin Coleman in this one.
I love that. Let's do it.
All right. Our next one is from Anthony. He sends us this one. I'm going to wait for it to come up before I start reading about little Juju.
I feel you.
What do we got?
What do we got? What do we got? Whoa.
What? My scrappy little team is in a formidable matchup this week. Jay Ajayi or Dion Lewis for my second running back.
Ajayi looks good. He scored his first touchdown of his Eagles career just last week. They gave him the ball. It's him and Leg Blunt. I think he's going to get the volume against the Cowboys. I'm looking at Dion Lewis. Yeah, he's good for some nice plays. He's a dynamic player, but he's still, Rex Burkhead looked so good last week. He's sharing a bunch of carries and workload with James White and company. This is a game that's in Mexico City. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel some kind of way about it, not confidently, so I'm going to say no Dion Lewis.
I think you got to go with Ajayi also.
Yeah.
And I think it's because the Eagles' offense has been just so fun and so electric that nothing has gone wrong when you start these guys. Like, do I start Aguilar or Alshon Jeffery? Start them all. Start them all, and then if they let you down, then you go somewhere else. I go Ajayi.
Ajayi gets the win there. All right.
All right, we're going to do another one. We're going to go back to the hot juju one, all right? Should I stay with hot juju? Hey now. Or do I go with Crabtree coming off the bye in Mexico? Hot juju's my guy. Who do you got?
This one kept me up at night.
Okay.
Greg, this one was really tough for me because you have like the OG, Michael Crabtree, and you have the guy who's like hot and new, and it's Juju Smith-Schuster. Then you have the guy who's scoring touchdowns, and he's hot right now. And Michael Crabtree has not been before the bye week. He was not a really tremendous fantasy wide receiver option. And then you've got a game in Mexico versus a short week Thursday night game against the Titans. I'm going to go in favor of Michael Crabtree because I think that they're going to have to throw to keep up with New England. New England is relentless. They're not taking their foot off the gas. They're going to run up the scoreboard if they can, and they should against a Raiders defense that has not been great this season. So I think Crabtree sort of reestablishes himself as the toe drag swaggiest guy that we see.
Okay, so on paper, I see what you're saying, and you make a great argument that they have a bye week and a full week to prepare, and the other one's a short week. How could you take Juju out of your lineup? Juju is such a blast to watch. He is scoring touchdowns. So this is the one you go with your gut. You go with your gut, and Juju has been just riding it. We should ask the guys. Who do we
Nate.
Yeah.
You crazy, man. You crazy. I can't, man. I gotta work. I can't.
What just happened?
Okay.
We had a crazy.
I can't do no more.
What are you doing?
I'll be back.
We did a little body switch. That's cool. What are we talking about?
It's a party, babe. Have y'all ever been there
No.
doing a segment?
Which Guy Wednesday?
Yeah, we're having a wine bar Wednesday back there. Come on, what's up? What's the question at hand?
What's up?
Juju
Juju
Smith-Schuster,
Smith-Schuster, who's like going like this,
Michael
but short
Crabtree.
week. Tennessee.
Crabtree's my guy. I was just texting with him, actually. He sent me something crazy. I'm not going to read it on the air. I'm just going to keep it private. I'm not going to share it. But Crab's my guy. Okay, you mentioned he's the king of that. Go, drag, swag. Gotta go.
I'm going with
Juju,
that.
keep balling. Keep balling.
Juju on that beat. Juju on that field. Juju on that
Kyle looks like Dexter, the serial
You
killer.
look like Dexter. Or Tom Brady in the Sunday Night Football promo, which looks just like Dexter.
Do we got too much cleavage, Sean?
Kyle's got a CBS show
So you're
called
saying,
Boom.
you're saying Juju,
Yeah.
who has to share, touches with Antonio Brown. Now Martavis Bryant looked okay. Like you're not Michael Crabtree.
I'm going with the Crab.
I'm going to go Crabtree. You're saying Juju. You're saying the youngin.
Yeah, I'm staying. Okay, eyes up.
Eyes up
Yeah,
there.
I'm saying Juju.
I've got one for you.
I got the taco meat out.
Which Guy Wednesday, Peter Schrager? Chicago pizza or New York style pizza?
I believe it's. I can't answer.
Let's go back to this party, man.